And St-Pierre has defeated BJ Penn!
A lot of pressure in this fight, George. I mean, you emerged victorious, but first things first, did you want to impose your will a bit more on BJ Penn, or are you glad that it was stopped at the end of the fourth?
Yeah, I wanted to beat him up until the end, but unfortunately he gave up between the fourth and the fifth. But I take it like a knockout. It is a knockout. He couldn't give up. So he said a lot of bad things about me, but he's the one that quit in the middle of the fight, you know. So.
That was the first time the UFC put together those primetime episodes, and some of the greatest programming that I've ever seen. But there was a lot of stuff, like you mentioned, that BJ said about you, he said about Faraz. I think it was the first time that I ever saw you started getting a little agitated with what somebody said. Is that the first time it happened in your career?
No, I get agitated all the time, but I use that as a motivation. I use that as a motivation. I try to keep it inside and use it as a positive to make me explode.
One of the greatest quotes that you've ever given me, in fact, all mixed martial arts, was we were just over to the right over there. We were sitting on two medicine balls, and I remember asking you the question before the fight. I said, George, a lot of fans, a lot of your friends, a lot of people are legitimately scared for you in this fight here because BJ Penn was, you know, it's still a super fight. I remember you turning your body, looking me dead in the eye, and said, I don't go to the octagon to survive. I go there to hunt. You remember that?
Yeah, it's right. I go there because I'm thinking of what I'm going to do to him, not the other way around.
People don't understand that. They think that, you know, guys are always scared stepping in there or they're going to get dominated. How do you explain that to a fan that's never competed or a fighter that's never achieved that level, that you can't go in there afraid? You have to go in there and impose your will. You have to be cerebral.
You're always afraid, but you focus on what you can control and things that you're going to do to him instead of thinking of what he's going to do to you. What he's going to do to you, the way you're going to react is going to be all the thousands of repetitions you have done in the fight that's going to come out. It's going to be like cruise control. You're not going to think it's just going to happen.
A lot of stuff came from that fight. A lot of it negative. Obviously, we know the whole grease skate scenario. Have you and BJ Penn buried the hatchet? Or is there still a bit of bad blood between you two?
No, we're cool now. No, we're cool. But I'm helping Rory McDonald to fight BJ Penn now.
So you're cool, but you're not cool.
We're cool, but Rory is my boy. You know, Rory is my friend and my training partner. So I want Rory to win.